Okay, you guys know I love a good outfit repeat, but make it vintage and of course make it sustainable. That's why I'm obsessed with Velvet Loop, the secondhand shopping app that brings the thrift stores right to your fingers. Every piece is vintage, super wearable, and totally unique. Plus, shopping secondhand equals less waste, and as we know, more style. So, whether you're building your capsule wardrobe or just want something no one else is wearing, Velvet Loop is the move. Use my code SUSTAINABLEFINDS for 20% off your first order and give fashion a second life. Hey everyone, welcome back to The Thread, a podcast where we discuss style and substance. Hosted by me, Sarah Barton. Today we will dive into the world of fashion and more importantly, what goes on behind the scenes. From the glamour of fashion trends to the harsh realities of fast fashion, today we are unpacking the evolution of fashion and how microtrends are speeding our carbon footprint and the overproduction of quality declining clothes. So before you hit that checkout button, let's talk about why it might be time to ditch the trends. Okay guys, quick pause from the fashion chat because you deserve to nourish your body as much as your wardrobe. I've been loving Green Bite. It's a plant-focused, eco-friendly meal delivery service that's perfect for busy bodies on the go. Green Bite offers meals that are seasonal, chef-designed, and come in compostable packaging. No plastic guilt here. So whether you're running between classes, meetings, or a night out on the town, Green Bite makes it easy to eat well and feel even better. Use my code THREAD15 for 15% off your first box. That's THREAD15. And treat your body as it deserves. Our first topic to discuss today will be about microtrends. So a microtrend is a short-lived fashion movement which often originates and is fueled by social media such as Instagram and TikTok. Often these trends last less than a year, many times even as short as 3 months. These trends are often exploited by brands and influencers, pushing consumers to purchase new clothing items. This becomes problematic as it encourages overconsumption. Since these clothes often end up in the trash due to poor quality, this increases textile waste. Not to mention the impact microtrends have on personal style, pressuring people away from expressing themselves through their clothes. The way that microtrends come across so quickly also makes people wonder where they came from. And as I mentioned earlier, they usually come from social media, but because of that, they kind of form from anyone and everyone because one person will see someone else doing something on TikTok and then they'll copy it and it spreads like wildfire. And it can be kind of exhausting, in my opinion, to keep up with microtrends because you're following these other people and it might not feel very authentic to yourself and you don't feel like yourself. And then that can lead to like insecurities and just a lack of confidence, I think. Like sometimes if I buy something because I thought it looked cute on someone else, but it's not really my style, all of a sudden I kind of wonder why it looked good on someone else, but I don't feel like it looks good on me. But the truth is, it's just not for me because something can look good on someone else and just look good on someone else. It doesn't have to look good on everyone. And that is why I think personal style is so important and microtrends are so harmful. It's time to discuss what fashion trends used to look like compared to how they look today. Fashion trends used to follow seasons and would be led by high-end designers, whereas today, trends are led more so by social media and influencers deciding what is, quote, in and what is not. There are a few reasons why the nature of social media has this impact. First of all, with constant access to social media at our fingertips, people are much more quickly influenced to feel inclined to never repeat an outfit. Social media's personalized algorithm worsens this, especially when mixed with clothing haul trends, just constantly influencing people to spend more and more. While we're on the topic of fashion trends throughout history, I think it's something that I think about a lot is the fact that when in the last century, you could name most any decade in the last century starting at 1920s. Unless you're a big history buff, then you can probably do earlier than that. But for me, starting at the 1920s and then going to like the 70s, 60s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, you can name those decades and most people can imagine a very clear image of the fashion trends that were popular then, and it's pretty consistent across the board. Whereas nowadays I feel we're moving so much faster through trends that it's harder to imagine one cohesive image for an entire decade. And it's also important to note that a lot of times, like for me, my grandma has boxes of old clothes from when she was younger in the 50s, 60s. My mom has boxes from the 80s, but it's hard for me to imagine ever keeping these cheap clothing items that I've bought before I stopped buying fast fashion, because they're such poor quality, whereas these clothes that my family's kept are all very high quality clothes. Alright, let's talk skin. Glowing and healthy skin is always in style. I've recently discovered Luma Earth skincare, and after adding it to my routine, I am obsessed. A skincare brand using refillable packaging and ethically sourced ingredients that your face will soak up sounds too good to be true. It's like beauty sleep in a bottle. And to top it all off, there's no harsh chemicals, just clean ingredients and dewy results. Head to lumaearthskincare.com and use code GLOWWAY at checkout for a little discount and a lot of glow. And our last topic today is just an overall review of what we've discussed. The bottom line is that we have started to value speed over sustainability. Traditionally, a fashion cycle is about 6 months. However, today, some stores can design, produce, and stock shelves in 2 to 4 weeks. The average person purchases 60% more items and keeps them for half the amount of time than they would have 20 years ago. The fashion industry is one of the largest water consumers globally and releases 10% of the world's carbon emissions. Not to mention that 85% of textiles go to the dump each year. So in conclusion, the industry has created a fear of being out of style to push rapid overconsumption. Meanwhile, personal style and self-expression is being lost.